Today we're going to style up the Busby and Fox linen Co-ord. It's a thing of beauty. It's very, very kindly been gifted to me by Busby and Fox, but it still needs to earn its place in my wardrobe. It still needs to be versatile. It needs to go with other pieces in my wardrobe. So that is what we're going to do today. But first of all, I'm just going to talk you through the pieces. So I'm wearing the Bronte waistcoat and the poppy trousers. So the poppy trousers are a slightly cropped, wide-legged linen trouser with pockets, elasticated waist, and then a little bit of sort of drawstring detail. I'm a size 16, these are the extra large, which they say go up to the size 16. I think you could probably wear these as a size 18 as well. I am 5'7" for reference on the length, and they're really, really comfortable. I think they're just a really lovely shape. My concern was that they were going to be that sort of length, which I don't think. That sort of length doesn't do anybody any favours in a crop trouser because it cuts you at the widest part of your leg. So when it just shows that little bit of ankle, that's what I really like. And did I ever doubt that Busby and Fox would have done it right? The Bronte waistcoat, I love this because although waistcoats sort of historically are a layering piece that you would wear over something else, I love the fact that this can actually just be worn on its own and it's not too deep and it's not too gapey. So I'm wearing a navy bra, you can just see it there, but I really don't mind. And I would wear this with nothing underneath, and well, obviously my bra, but nothing. I don't feel that it needs a top. This is the size large. I am a little bit smaller on top than I am down here, and I'm in sort of an EF cup for reference. It's got this lovely sort of silvery, like a pewter almost, button detail, which is on quite a lot of Busby and Fox clothing, and then it just hangs beautifully. It's not particularly shaped, but it has a slight little bit of shape. It's not too pointy. It sits beautifully over the trousers. It's just enough over these. I wouldn't have wanted it any bigger and I wouldn't have wanted it any smaller. And the styling of it, I just absolutely love it. Emma has smashed it out of the park once again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly get changed and we'll just keep going through some different ways that we can wear it. It's not rocket science. Added a bag, added a necklace. So I'm just wearing a pair of M&S suede boat shoes, which I picked up in a charity shop. I've got this lovely leather pleather bag with this gold detail, and just thrown a gold necklace around my neck, which I got from a charity shop. A couple of gold bracelets, just picking up on the gold hardware of the bag. And just think that just for shopping, mooching, you know, day around town, going to be super comfy, nice flat shoes, and it just feels really lovely. Obviously, with the weather as it has been over the last few days, it's been really cold and really windy. We're probably not at the stage just yet where we're going to be going out with full arms exposed. So I've just thrown on a white shirt. This shirt is actually Busby and Fox, but it's shorter at the front and longer at the back. And I've just done a bit of a front tuck, and then I've just added a really chunky belt. But I've just put the belt underneath the shirt at the back and just sort of brought it out at the front, just so that it just breaks that up and just gives a little bit of something. This bag is only a cheapo Primani, and it has the shoulder handle like I've just used, but has this handle as well, which I think sometimes can just really make an outfit seem more casual when you wear it crossbody. I know it's very, very Gen Z or whatever we are, but I think, you know, if I was sort of wearing it like that, I like it, I do still like it like that, but I think there's something just more casual and it feels a little bit more bohemian when it's low slung. So now I'm leaning into the silver. I've gone in with a pair of silver little Mary Janes. I've put on a silver bag and a silver necklace, and then just put on this pale blue linen top. So if you love the idea of wearing a waistcoat, love the idea of having your arms out, but maybe not feeling that you would want your chest exposed, then this is a great alternative, because we've got that high neck, we've still got the flounce of the linen, it still looks really elevated. If you wanted to fasten it, you could, but I just like that sort of layer, that second layer coming out there. We can see a little bit of it there. So again, I just think that that looks really, really nice as well. So simple, so chic. So I've just gone back in with my boat shoes, stripy top. Do you remember a few weeks, months, whenever it was ago, I wore this with very pale blue stripes, and I said it was a jigsaw one, and I said that I'd seen it in a charity shop, there was about 4 of them, and I only bought one because I wasn't sure on the size, and I loved it. I went back and they'd all gone. Well, I was in a different charity shop, and a girl who I know from years ago, because our children are the same age, tapped me on the shoulder and said, Emma, I bought the other tops and I follow you on Instagram, and I bought the other tops and I don't wear them and I want you to have them. And she turned up at my house the next day with this, which is the blue, and the same but with red. So Jo, thank you so much because I absolutely love them. And this to me is ultimate Cornwall mooching outfit. I just absolutely love it. The tight sleeve is great. It doesn't need to oversize. And then I've gone in with, get me a jaunty little silk scarf. I have a little hack on how to tie it like this. If you want me to show you, I'll do it in a story. So it doesn't come undone, and it's just a bit nicer than just sort of tying it in a knot. And then I thought, well, it's got a little bit of gold in it and a little bit of red, a little bit of navy, and sort of a reddy brown. So hence I've gone back in with the brown shoes, but just thought for a change, I just chuck on the navy bag, because I don't kind of want, there's quite a lot going on with the stripes and the paisley, so I don't really want to add another colour in. So just thought that the navy, just sort of hanging about round there, is perfection. And this I absolutely love. I am going to try the red one on for you just so that you can see that as well. And that's it with the red. I have put on my white trainers just, again, just to show you an alternative. And I just think it's great. I think it's really, really casual, really cool, really effortless, but it looks, I just think it looks really put together. And again, just with that bag. And there is a little bit of red in my jaunty scarf, so I feel like that's as much as I need. Might even do a red lip, who knows. But yeah, just thought that was really, really cool, and just absolutely love it. And it wouldn't be a Busby and Fox video without showing you what the Dina looks like over it. And just look at it. Kept the scarf on. Again, you know, if you did want to wear something a little bit lower, because that's, you know, it does show my bra there, but I'm not bothered. But even that just would give you a little bit more modesty without, you know, wearing a top underneath. And then, you know, if you wanted to, you could put it in your hair or tie it around your bag if you got a bit flustered. So that, again, I've kept the trainers on, so we're keeping it casual, keeping it cool. And I just really, really love those two colours together. I think the green and the blue together are just lovely, really, really lovely. And I have far too many of these cardigans to count in lots of different colours. So that's however many more outfits there is, simply by just putting a nice chunky cardigan over the top. And that looks really lovely as well. And that's just it without anything, and just with the scarf, which I just love. I just love it.